Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 15 of the Mercenary challenge on Rome Total War. So last time we took out the Roman settlement, I think it was Roman. Well, we took out the settlement of Lepcis Magna anyway. Now, the good thing is we have a large chunk of North Africa. The bad thing is there's a large Numidian army of Gisco the Cunning outside, which we can't bribe. So we're going to have to stay in Lepcis Magna for a while. The army's pretty good though, so we should be fine. We're building sewers. Unfortunately, there's no walls that we can build. But we have the Roman wooden wall. It's okay. Thapsus obviously needs to have a strong garrison in it because there's a huge Roman army outside. So these guys pretty much need to stay. Maybe one of the generals can go over. Like you. You can leave Thapsus before it goes under siege. We don't need you. And then Carthage has this decent sized army, which I'm thinking of actually bringing over to Sicily. The only problem is public order, but I really feel like there's a good opportunity to take out some Scipii settlements in Sicily. There's only 2 units over there. There's only 4 in Messana, so we could possibly take out Lilybaeum and not Capua, Syracuse very, very quickly, which would be good. But the problem is public order in Carthage. They're on a low tax rate, so taking out troops probably isn't the best of ideas. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Now, in terms of construction and, well, not recruitment, because we can't recruit. We're going to recruit some peasants in Carthage just to boost the public order up a little bit. You can get some peasants. I think we've done everything in terms of buildings. But I will double check. For example, this settlement's unhappy, so I'll double check and then we'll end the turn, because I don't think there's a lot more we can do. Oh, and as for the Parthians, by the way, let's have a look at that. So, of course, we've got to get past this big Parthian army. Now, ideally, we could try and skirt round this guy and try and take the settlement, which I always forget its name, or Sakir or something, without ever engaging that army. But it is the faction leader, so I don't know whether he'd even turn rebel. Who knows? We have these guys down here. It's not the greatest force ever, but we need to start moving up north. We're going to need to take on the Parthians at some point, so that's something we need to consider. But yeah, I'll sort out all the buildings, and then we'll be ready to end the turn. Okay, everywhere's reasonably happy apart from that settlement up here, the former Pontic settlement. But there's not a lot we can do immediately. They'll just have to deal with the unhappiness for a little while until we can get some more troops in there. Other than that, pretty sure everything's good, so let's end the turn. See how particularly the Romans respond. So the Romans have moved a very small force around, that's fine. Julii can't really do a lot. Armenia, okay. Armenia made some movements. Numidia, no surprise, put Lepcis Magna under siege. Alright, so quite a few things happened there. First of all, settlement besieged, we're aware of this. End of turn report. Faction announcements, probably should have actually read that, but whatever. Diplomacy, Brutii and Julii are at war with Germania, which is good because it means they're going to be less focused on me. So first of all, let's have a look at Lepcis Magna. Now, we can't bribe this guy because he's a faction leader. You can't bribe faction leaders. And this is all the force we can get because we can't recruit. We can only recruit peasants, I suppose, which actually, they're decent because they've got some sort of bonus from whatever barracks or something that's here. But blacksmith, sorry. But anyway, what has Gisco the Cunning actually got? Desert infantry are okay. Javelin are okay, but not brilliant. Cavalry's been upgraded, so they're alright. It's an okay force. We've got quite good missile troops, hoplites to defend the actual walls and stuff. We should be okay, but there's not really a lot we can do. We can't, there's nothing we can do. So we're just going to have to hope that we can defend Lepcis Magna okay, or some miracle happens. This army's just done nothing. Publius the Wrathful is very lazy, if anything. Yeah, very odd. Now, Lilybaeum, still only got 1 unit in? 2 now, probably because they've upgraded it somewhat. Now, I'm going to get the spies to try and infiltrate the city. I want to see what's going on. Hopefully he did alright. Yep, trait increase. Oops. So there is a family member which isn't good. It's a family member and Auxilia, as it isn't good for us. And Auxilia. Auxilia are okay. They're alright as a pre-Marian troop. Right, it's a huge city as well, Lilybaeum, so public order is going to be an issue. But anyway, general, step on to Sicily anyway. Don't actually go in the zone of control yet. Let's see if there's any mercenaries available. There aren't. Now, troops have reinforced Messana, so that's not particularly vulnerable. Syracuse has got 3 units in now, so I am starting to doubt whether we can actually... what we can do. Hoplites, we could possibly send over to Sicily. Peltas can do a job. Cretans, and maybe another family member. Will that impact the Carthaginian public order? A little bit. Actually, they are quite unhappy. The wars are going to have to be a priority. We might have to prioritise sewers over a blacksmith if we can't get the public order up. I'm hoping peasants could resolve it slightly. No. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get some peasants in. Thapsus, I mean, I don't want to bring troops over from Thapsus just because we need all the troops we can. In which case, I want to bring these troops over to Sicily. But I am slightly worried about Carthage public order. I wonder if there's any mercenaries available. That would help. Ah, I think they are. Yes, there is. Okay. Yes, just some Libyans. That's good. It's a good start. So you can come back in the city. They're still a bit unhappy. 65% public order. I think we need to get it to 70 to make them happy. Ah, there we go. That's just pushed over the boundary. Okay. We'll do that. They'll get happier sooner or later. It should be fine. So these guys can now join him over in Sicily. And now we have a decent force. Actually, enough to take Lilybaeum, surely. Yeah. So I don't know why it's doing all the way over here. They can put siege to Lilybaeum next turn. That's really good. Okay, use ship. Needs to go back to Carthage. And probably... you can't retrain them because... Actually, no. What we'll do... retrain the boats. And actually get another boat in. Get a trireme. And then the peasants. Yeah, there we go. Good plan. Good plan indeed. So that's the situation over here. Lilybaeum, we could probably... well, we'll definitely take it this episode. Unless some Scipii army comes out of nowhere. I do want more spies in this region, though. So, Thapsus, as they can't... oh, there's an agent in Thapsus. And it is a diplomat, which isn't ideal. I'd rather have had a spy. Wait, you just... wait, who are you? You're a family member. We'll keep you there just in case he needs to be bribed. I don't think he can be bribed. But you can recruit a spy, yes? No, apparently they have no capacity to recruit a spy, which is very disappointing. You... I think you were meant to go over to Sicily, weren't you? Well, you can stay at Carthage at the moment. Make sure the happiness is up a little bit. I mean, at some point you could probably go over to Caralis, which I was going to do something with last episode, but I didn't. So you get on the boat. You could probably go over to Caralis next turn. That'll be pretty good. You can bring some troops along with you. So that's all fine. Now the Parthians. He's still standing there. We can't bribe that settlement because it's the last one left. Any mercenaries? There won't be, will there? Nope. No mercenaries at all. The thing is, I want to take on the Parthians. Unfortunately, there's no bridge over here that we can... right, we're going to have to start moving up north anyway. So you head over here. You can join him. Unfortunately, there's no mercenaries over there either. And you can join him. That's a decent sized army. It's just not good enough to take on Arses. That's an odd name, but there we go. And I could bring Eastern Mercenary, but honestly, they're completely useless. I mean, they really are useless. They're terrible, terrible units. I really hate them. Oh, but we've got actually... wait, what? Oh, no, sorry. I thought this was Silesia. I was going to say, how have we got all those good units in there? We actually got some decent units, though. Sarmatians are good. Scythians are good. Oh, we brought Eastern Mercenaries along anyway, for some reason. They're... oh, God, they're terrible. I really hate Eastern Mercenaries. But anyway, yeah, these guys have to start heading up north. There's not a lot of options we have. We have to start expanding up north. Jumartha has way too many troops in. This guy... oh, mercenaries. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright. You can start heading up north. You can start heading up to join Amasis Alexander, because your troops would be really valuable against the Parthians. Ah, now the Armenians. This is the next thing as well. Yeah, I mean, doesn't this look a bit dodgy? Captain Philippos. I mean, there are only 3 units, but I don't want to go to war with Armenia. I really don't want to. I have no trouble with the Armenians yet. I want to deal with the Parthians before the Armenians. And of course, if war with Armenia means Hatra, if I can find it, is very vulnerable, because it always is vulnerable. Are there any mercenaries available? First of all, no. If I can click on it, no, there aren't any mercenaries in Hatra, which is a shame. As for this Sinope, I don't know how to say this settlement's name. It's still unhappy for a start, which isn't good. But they're not rioting yet. We need to bring troops over from Mazakar, possibly. There's like no troops in Mazakar. Ancyra? Are there any troops in Ancyra that can come over? Right, you start heading over to Sinope. And so can you. Well, there we go. You're going to have to just deal with that. There's not very big Armenian forces, though, so if they want to come over, they can. But we want to get some generals going up in that direction. That's what it means. We need some generals up here. So, Ancyra, are there any generals? Tarsus has a general. But Tarsus has a generally bad public order. But he's okay at the moment. So you head up over to Sinope. And look at that. Mercenaries available. And good ones. Good ones as well. And if we actually build up a decent force near Sinope, then we can start heading towards this settlement, which I think is called Kotes or something. Yep, there we go. Yeah. So, you know, Armenians might regret going to war with me. Who knows? Siwa still got the Carthaginian flag, even though... Wait, is that Carthaginian? No, it's not. It's Numidian. It looked Carthaginian for a second. Yeah, huge force in Siwa, so really don't want any trouble with the Numidians. I haven't got a problem with them at all. Well, I say that. They're besieging one of our settlements, but you know what I mean. Yeah, alright. And then we had we have boats over here, but they haven't got any generals. There's a general over here. You. Ah, yes, you're coming down south, aren't you? So you do that. And you can start bringing those troops over to North Africa. That was the point of that. Yeah. That's all good. Okay, what more can we do this turn? Because you're about to besiege Lilybaeum. One of you generals is about to go on that boat up north to Caralis, because it's a nice little island to have. Or they could go over to Sicily, which is probably more sensible, to be honest. But I don't think there's anything more we can do. We can't reinforce Lepcis Magna because we can't risk taking troops out of Thapsus. This boat, not a lot they can do. Probably just a good idea to head over to Thapsus, although they're right next to some rebels. They're probably going to die very soon. Didn't really think about that. Didn't really think that through. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more we can do. Everywhere seems to be happy apart from Sinope. Well, screw them. They're going to have to be happy. Ah, there's a general over here. There's a couple of generals over here, though. I think. I'm going to get them. No, there's no generals over here. Fine. Alright then. I think that's all we can do. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, turn ended. This diplomat's heading up north. Probably to speak to the Scythians or something. I don't know. The spy got kicked out of Lilybaeum, I think. Ah, and the Parthians have attacked us. We're going to have to back off, I think. So we've got two generals. Cilician pirates are decent. Sarmatians are good. Scythians are good. They're trash. Bedouins are okay. I mean, it's not the greatest force of Parthia, but we might as well wait. These guys, he's about 1 or 2 turns away. So I'm going to back off for the while and wait for the other guy to come over. Armenians are taking care of some rebels, which is fine by me. And other than that, yeah, the force, exactly the force I thought was going to get destroyed. I just predicted it. Yeah, that's just totally stupid of me. That's my own fault. But first of all, you diplomat. I mean, if I could have an alliance with the Armenians, I'd be really happy. But they're not interested, are they? Because they're allied with Parthia, which is at war with me. So you might as well just head up north to speak to the Scythians or something. Diplomacy. Everyone hates the Dacians. Julii and Britannia have broken the alliance, and the same with Dacia and Scipii for relatively obvious reasons. Recruitment report, construction, faction announcements, and end of turn report. Okay, so Parthians are coming dangerously near us, so we need to take care of this force because we don't want them attacking Seleucia. Theos Dionysus, more mercenaries available for him. Oh, of course, we flipping Eastern mercenaries. Right, the Eastern mercenaries can just head over to Seleucia. You, on the other hand, can attack the Parthians right now, so that's what we're going to do. Head into the zone of control. No mercenaries available for you, but you can join your friend, and that's now a pretty decent army. I actually don't want the Eastern mercenaries, but I can't get rid of them now because it's too late. So we're going to attack archers. 4 to 5 strength ratio. We have less men. They have... Oh, sorry. We have the less men, but we have the better men. So what do they have exactly? A strong general. That's the difficult thing. Strong general and horse archers are annoying, but there's only one of them. These archers will be slightly annoying. Eastern infantry are trash. Slingers aren't that good. Well, they're okay. Hillmen are pretty underwhelming. So, in general, it's a pretty underwhelming army. Like, Parthia can field some pretty strong armies, but at the beginning, they're not so good. If we take care of this army, we've got a clear road to the second to last Parthian settlement. We've basically cleared the Parthians out of the Middle East. So we've really got to win this battle. Yeah, I reckon we have a decent chance, for sure. So... Yep, let's do this. Let's see what we can do. Wow, my goodness. Okay, absolutely massive mountain. But I don't think that's going to actually be on the battlefield. I hope not. Okay. Oh, no, they can't. Okay, good. If the Parthians got to the top of that mountain, I'd retreat right now because we wouldn't win. Yeah, that's mental. But anyway. Yeah, what are these, like the Caucasus Mountains or something? Anyway, right. We have some... We don't really have a front line. That's what I'm concerned about. We all know how trash these guys are. These guys don't have a missile attack anymore, unfortunately, so it's not like we can just skirmish. What I'm going to do, move everyone back, first of all. Now, front line, well, it's going to have to be Eastern Mercenaries, I have no choice. And with some Silesian Pirates as well. Silesian Pirates are okay. Actually, I should have included the Silesian Pirates. No, I'll tell you what, Silesian Pirates in the middle. Oh, they're very disorganised, aren't they? That is something I forgot about Silesian Pirates, but, yeah, whatever. Like that, either side of them, and then maybe... Yeah, a unit of Eastern Mercenaries just to back the Silesian Pirates up. I don't know, something like that will do. It's very disorganised just because these guys are sort of barbarian-y type troops. Next up, then it's all cavalry. All cavalry, so the generals can just chill out the back. I don't want to, you know, generals are important to me and I don't want to lose too many, especially as I have a sort of tendency to throw away generals. You can flank, so you and your friends can flank, like so. You and your friend can flank, like so. There we go. Scythian mercenaries, as you know, I love Scythian horse archers, so you can come here and you can just skirmish, do your usual thing. Loose formation. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too loose. So actually just don't do that. Alright, what have I not considered? Bedouin archers, they're alright as well. They can do the same thing as the Scythians. Sarmatians are good. Don't want to throw them away though because they're very valuable to me. So just chill out on the flanks. We'll use you as sort of like a last resort. Now this is an incredibly scruffy army. The formation isn't really a formation at all. But, you know, it's a mercenary army. You can't really expect too much. So, start the battle, pause it. There they are. Now, they're slightly downhill. If we got to the top of the hill before them, we might have the high ground, or at least not be at a disadvantage in terms of the terrain. It's laggy because it's really, really fast speed, by the way. Oh, right. Okay, it's sort of like even at the moment, as we're slightly downhill, but you know what, we'll live. Let's just manoeuvre the army slightly. Yes, it's only lagging because of the fast speed. It can't really cope with it. Alright, they are charging forward slightly. Guys, try and run, please. Now, I'll let them advance towards me if they want to. They probably have the better missiles. But yeah, I just don't want to charge my Eastern infantry. Then what have they got? They've got slingers on the flanks, which is stupid of them. Eastern infantry, we know, aren't very good. So that flank is very vulnerable. He's obviously really, really strong. Like, that's going to be difficult to take him down. In fact, I want the missile guys to focus on their general. So don't fire at will. Focus on the general. This flank, slingers, and Eastern infantry. So this flank is vulnerable. So we'll get the Arab cavalry coming around here. We'll get the Bedouin warriors coming around here. We'll get you... Right, or what we've got here. Horse archers and normal archers. Okay. Well, you can chase off the horse archers. We'll sort of sacrifice you just to get you out of the picture. You can take out the normal archers. Sarmatians can go into the slingers. I know I just said that I'd use them as a last resort, but hey, whatever. You're doing your job. You guys, I mean, you can start going out onto that flank. I'll be careful though. You start going over here. You just stay here for the moment. Yeah. And then carry on. Now, I don't know how... I've done a lot of orders. I don't know what they're going to do. But yeah, basically we're going to exploit the fact that they have incredibly vulnerable flanks. So you've done a good job. Go after the slingers. You go after the slingers. Okay, so the cavalry's going after the slingers and the vulnerable units. These guys are going to chase them all across the battlefield. Fine by me. It's fine by me. Okay, pause again. We need this general to help out a little bit. So you go and take out those slingers, because the slingers can do a little bit of job in the melee against poor cavalry troops. Okay, their general's coming over, so we're going to back out of here quickly, because their general's good. But the bad thing about the general is that he's heavy cavalry, so he shouldn't be able to outrun our cavalry. We should have done a decent job on the flanks though there. But yeah, we you know, oh, you routed? Oh, because you went into Eastern Infantry. Silly boys. Right, what's going on over here? You're chasing off some slingers into the middle of nowhere. Try and support these guys. I know they've routed and they're going to all die. But it's very disappointing that their Eastern Infantry actually did a good job there. Right, our Eastern Infantry are taking some hits from Hillman and stuff. So we now need to start pushing forward slightly. Yeah, their cavalry's an annoyance. You two really need to focus on the cavalry. Right, you don't worry about the horse archers anymore. Get a good charge into those archers. You get charge into slingers. You get charge into slingers. We'll be careful for the cavalry. This is getting slightly tricky. Right, our front line's just being decimated by their arrows, so we might as well push forward. Your Hillmans, you're decent. Your archers, you're trash. So, oh no, your slingers. Go right. You go into the archers. You, Silesian pirates, can do a decent job. Go against some... well, you can fire at will. You can go against some... I don't know, Hillman or something. Just charge them. You charge the slingers. I'm not sure how this is going to go. This could go pretty badly. We need to get our other general involved. Him. You come over in this direction because it's slightly weakened by the fact that one of the units routed. I'm going to keep an eye on their general because he can do the most damage. Actually, this general can just back up these guys who are fighting over here. I mean, Hillman, they can break pretty easily. Right, come over here. Right, pause. I don't know what's going on now. A couple of units have routed over there. Well, you've routed. So the slingers have routed. Who are you? You're slingers. Right. Bedouins. Right, yeah, this cavalry's not having any of that. I mean... right, what are you doing? You should be doing something. Get into those Hillmen or something. You can be backed up by some cavalry. Backed up by this cavalry, in fact. Yeah, I'm worried about the general, because if he touches any of our cavalry, it's dead. Just all focus on the archers for a second. I'm going to keep an eye on the general. He's not running anymore, which is good. Get on the slingers. Alright, let's see what's going on the other flank. This is quite a messy battle. Yeah, this cavalry is all dead. This flank has not gone well at all. Eastern Mercenaries. Oh, God, they frustrate me. They've already routed. What's going on over here? You're routing. That's the general. You've recovered. So you get into slingers. My general, well, I don't want to charge him into spearmen. So you just get into slingers. Right, now don't go into the slingers. Sorry, the spearmen. Get back. Get back. Those Hillmen are chasing us off. Yeah, the Eastern Mercenaries have not done their job, and they're absolutely terrible. They really are. Right, who are you? You're Eastern Mercenaries. If you go into the general, you're going to die, but you know what? You might as well, right? You chase the slingers off. Right, you've all done a good job. I'm wondering if all 4 units of cavalry charge... not you, just for a second. Charge the general, and then we get... he's already routed. We could just possibly get him down. I don't know. These heavily armoured cataphracts, though, are difficult at the best of times to deal with. Come on, lads. You need to be a bit faster. Right, so our Mations are going to get a really good charge in. They're going to sacrifice themselves. This whole part of the army's collapsed. I mean, absolute trash. You get... No, in fact, you get onto the cataphracts. Okay. All of you, and you, onto the general. Come on. Come on now. You guys have been really slow. Damn camels, I tell you. Right, somebody's already routed. The general's routed? Come on. Somebody else is routed. Right, pause it for a second because I have no idea what's going on. This side has been terrible for us. You are taking some hits. I mean, the Eastern Mercenaries, they're such a liability. I mean, such a liability. It's ridiculous. You chase those slingers off. You're a general. You should be able to do something. So chase those slingers off. This isn't going particularly well, I will admit. We need to get their general down. The general's going down pretty quickly, though. Well, I say that. Quicker than I thought. I mean, slingers aren't going to be able to do a lot. We're probably going to sacrifice a couple of generals here. If we had a better front line of front line infantry, we would have won this. Because look at that. I mean, look at that. Oh, the Eastern Mercenaries. I shouldn't have brought them. I shouldn't have brought them. Because they're just so bad. Who are you? You're Scythians. You can just take out some hillmen. Who are you? You're Bedouin. Oh, you're Bedouin archers. Right, you take out the hillmen as well. In fact, you two can now fire at will. Okay, their general's dead. That's a good thing. I mean, we're going to lose this one, I think. We've got about the same amount of kills each, percentage-wise. But Arceus is dead, which is an odd thing. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Right, slingers. Right, don't worry about him anymore because he can't recover. His bodyguard can't recover anyway. Horse archers are annoying, but it's fine. Get on. All of you now get on the archers. Don't worry about their cataphracts. Just get out of there. You've done your job. Right, this guy's very vulnerable. So you just head over there. I want you to get out of there because he's extremely vulnerable. But all you guys can still have a job to do. To get on those slingers. We can still salvage something from this. We've taken a lot of losses, but the general is down. Who are you? You're hillmen. So yeah, both of you should be getting on the hillmen right there. Taking them down pretty quickly. You guys, right, you've managed to rout them. Good. It's actually starting to swing in our favour now. After a terrible start, thanks to the Eastern's Mercenary, Eastern Infantry being terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right, pause. What's going on over here? We've got everyone in the world versus some Eastern Infantry who are shaken. These guys are eager. Come on. You can do this. All those units against that one. They're not going to. They're not going to, but you just try and do something. Right, there. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's literally down to 3 men. Just run, just run. Get out of there. Okay, and this is starting to swing in our favour, though. Who are you? Right, you're chasing... Don't do that. Just chase some routing people. Rather than actually chase someone that's pretty decent. Right, these cavalry are being chased by some hillmen who haven't routed yet, but you get into those slingers. You're doing a good job chasing these troops down, chase those Eastern infantry down. Yep, hillmen are still there though, slightly annoying me. You just get over there, I don't want you getting in the hillmen. Get away from the hillmen, that's it. Get away from the hillmen. Alright, what are you? Horse archers? Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to melee attack? Because you're horse archers, you shouldn't do that good a job. Right, you get into the horse archers. Yes, they're broken. Get them down. If you can. If you can, get them down. That's it, that's it. Get them down because they're annoying horse archers. Now there's only hillmen left. I think they're retreating, so get them down. You get the hillmen down. They've broken. Brilliant. Right, I have no idea what's going on over in this part. These guys just be chasing someone. They've still got a decent amount of troops left, so what exactly is going on? And what happened over here with the Easterns? Right, who are you? You're hillmen. Right, get those hillmen down. What happened over here? I think, exactly what I thought. All the Eastern mercenaries just crumbled. Yeah, I mean, they've won this small battle. I don't know how. They're so trash. I'm honestly thinking of not picking up Eastern mercenaries anymore. Because they're so bad. They're so bad. Right, anyway. I think we have won this though. Just because of the cavalry advantage, really. Because we... Right, get those slingers down. Yeah, it's the cavalry advantage is what's won it for us. How many percent have we... We've killed 80% of them. And bear in mind they had more troops, so 80% is quite a lot. A lot of units routed. Both sides have taken catastrophic losses. The difference is they only have 2 settlements left. We have loads of settlements, so we can afford to lose some men. Who are you? Slingers? Get the slingers down. Just mop up as many of them as you can, because the less people that are left out of this army, the less we'll be able to get back to our Arcasia or Arsacia or whatever it's flipping called. Get those hillmen down. Actually, no, you two, because you've still got some arrows. Focus on the units that are actually pretty well over here. Focus on those guys. Speed it up a little bit now. Yeah. Those units were trash. The Cilicians weren't any good. The Sarmatians, sadly, have pretty much all died. Real shame. They did a good job, though. They suffered at the hands of the Parthian general. But yeah, sadly... Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Right. Hillmen should be going down relatively quickly. Yeah, they're going down really quickly, in fact. Yeah, they've routed. Right, get the Eastern infantry down. I think we've won it. Yeah, continue the battle. We want to get as many of them down as possible. Get them down by the sword if you have to. Come on, get those Parthians down. Pause it, pause it. Alright. You, focus on that lot. Get those 16 down. You guys, get those lads down. There's only 3 of them, so it should be pretty easy. And then yeah, I mean actually we took a lot of losses. We sacrificed a lot of men. It was it's probably our biggest army in the Middle East. But look how many kills we got. 1,315 Parthians are gone. Only 57 of them remaining from a 1,400 man army. We did take about half our army is gone, but it's fine. It's fine. It was never going to be an easy battle. We knew this from the beginning, and the road is now very, very clear to Arcasia, or Arsacia. I don't know, I have really troubles pronouncing that name. That last Parthian settlement, or second to last Parthian settlement, so brilliant stuff. Now you're useless. Right. Your job now is to go over to the Parthian capital. 3 turns it's going to take you. Yeah, so unless they recruit an absolute ton in those 3 turns, I don't think they can really, then we should be okay. And we can get some mercenaries and stuff along the way as well, so that's all good. Fantastic victory there. Really important we won that. Okay, yes, and we can now get to Lilybaeum. The spy got kicked out, didn't he? Yeah, you get back inside Lilybaeum. He's died, hasn't he? Useless. Alright then. Well, either way, besiege Lilybaeum, build 2 rams. Nope, just 1 ram. And we'll get Lilybaeum quickly next turn. I think, how long has this episode been going on for? Around 30 minutes. So yeah, we'll quickly try and take Lilybaeum next turn if we can, because I want to take a settlement this turn. Carthage is unhappy again. Yeah, slightly annoying. Peasants will help you. Yes, they will, just about. Right, somebody was going to head over to Caralis. It was you. We're going to head over to Caralis, probably with some Libyan mercenaries. I know this will not help Carthage's public order. In fact, it really didn't. So, peasants? You like peasants? No, well, just be alright for a turn. If not, we'll sort out something then. Actually, no, you might be more useful in Sicily, to be fair. 4 units in Syracuse. There's quite a few in Messana. I would quite like to quickly take Caralis, though, especially when it's only got 2 units in. So, yeah, we'll quickly hop over to Caralis, and then they can go over. Slightly annoying there is a Roman navy. We'll sort that out next turn. Okay. Numidians haven't attacked yet, which is good. Scipii haven't attacked yet, which is good. These guys are quite happy to stay in Siewert, so that's fine by me. Alexandria has all the peasants in the world. Over here in the south, these troops, well, unfortunately the blacksmith in Halicarnassus isn't quite built yet. And I just want to get you over to Sicily, to be honest, so just get on the boat. Decent sized navy. You can stop off at Cadonia because then... Oh, actually no, is there a general there? Yes, there is. Stop off at Cadonia, there's probably some decent mercenaries. And then, yeah, basically it's heading over to Sicily, which is good, so you can do that. How's Sinop doing in terms of happiness? They're okay. Armenia's definitely coming over. Definitely coming over. So Neko, you're going to be quite important in fighting the Armenians. In fact, there's already an Armenian over here, Captain Philippos. He's got some heavy spearmen. Right. Hillman and Peltas. The Armenians are not ideal to be having in this area. Well, just head over here. Yeah, slightly concerned with the Armenians. We're neutral to them at the moment, but not for long. These guys are definitely heading down towards Hatra. I can tell you that already. So pick up all the mercenaries you can. 3 mercenaries, absolutely what we want to see. That's brilliant news. And you 3, I mean, okay, it's Eastern mercenaries, which I hate, but it will do. Get inside Hatra. We need all the force we can there. There's no blacksmith available, I don't think. Barracks, stables, practice range. Such a shame, but there you go. Just get some peasants over there. In fact, no, get a diplomat. It's more important. Yeah, and there's no troops we can really bring over from other areas because they're just absolute trash. So, not a lot we can do in that regard. We're just going to have to hope the Armenians aren't too strong for us. But this force, once it's taken the Parthian land, can start sweeping across Armenia, hopefully. That'll be the plan anyway. So, that'll have to do. Right, I think we're ready to end the turn, as far as I can tell. So we'll end the turn, we'll see what happens, and then I might or might not try and take our settlement this episode, we'll see. End the turn, right, important to see what the Armenians do, what the Scipii do. They've attacked one of our navies. Which one's this? That didn't have any army on it, so it's okay. But that navy did sink, I think. Right, Armenians are definitely coming down, absolutely, and they've got big, strong armies. Sorry about that. Right, the Numidians have attacked Lepcis Magna with it's a big army. Not the strongest, it's a very missile based, and like some units, although they're experienced, only 9 men. So these guys have certainly done some fighting before. We have some decent troops. You know what, no, actually, no, the last thing we'll do, we'll try and defend Lepcis Magna. Why not? So, yeah, let's see how this goes. I reckon we've got this. It's a similar amount of men. We've got the better men. I reckon we'll do fine. Let's hope so anyway. Right, here we are. It's only a small wooden wall though. Unfortunately, the settlement isn't big enough for anything more than that. Now they have 3 rams. Desert infantry. Yeah, okay. So how are we going to do this? Let's first just move all these guys back towards the plaza, or just they're not going to stay there, but. Yeah, just hang out there for a second while I try and work this out. So hoplites are the obvious units to sort of hold the fort. Now, hold the breaches. I'm just wondering, yeah, because there's 3 breaches they can make, 2 hoplites we have, so not ideal. You can go over the main entrance because that's probably where the majority of the troops are going to come in. So you do that. Form your phalanx. Just like try and get them in the best position possible. That will do. You, well, where are they going to come over? They're going to come over in that kind of direction. So come over here, like so. We can adjust them quickly. Cretans can do a decent job. I love Cretan archers. They're probably one of my favourite archers in the whole game. Brilliant stuff. Apart from, of course, Scythian horse archers. So you can do a job over here. Slingers, you can do a job over here. And what's going to hold? Thracians are alright. Thracians can hold this here. I'm feeling pretty confident about this because if we can hold Hatra, I think if you remember, was it episode 4? The episode called Defense of Hatra was a really good episode where we managed to hold Hatra pretty much with just peasants and really basic units like chariots. And well, chariots are alright, but basic units. You can support the front gate. So yeah, if we can do that, I reckon we have a pretty good chance here. It's a better army against us, but we have a lot better troops. Peltas over here. Peltas over there. You've got slingers. Where are you? Right, your slingers are there. Slingers over here. Just get them all in a nice line. We have a line of good missile troops. If I can just slip them in there. There we go. Now, the cavalry. We have... Oh, we only have 1 set of cavalry. Fine. You can just stay here. Because you can back up whatever area is struggling. Most likely this area. And then the peasants... Peasants probably can just back up this bit here. I don't know. The peasants can hang around, and then we'll move them to wherever we need. So just stay over there, and yeah, we'll move you over to wherever you need. That's good. Now, stay on defend. Yep, you're on defend. You're on defend. All the missile troops should be on fire at will, but not skirmish mode. So, you've got to defend your position. Don't want you charging forward. Peasants will, whatever, they'll defend their position. Start the battle. Right. Let's wait for them to get to the front gate. Right, their rams have gone in a good position for us. Exactly where we've prepared for. Now, a lot of their troops are missile troops, but it means they're not going to be able to really get through a wall. I mean, I think one of this is a general, and then the other ones are Numidian cavalry. In fact, they're all Numidian cavalry. I reckon we've got a pretty good chance. I can't imagine them getting through the walls, but hopefully my confidence isn't about to be rebuffed in a second. Because there's quite a few units there, though. There's quite a few units there. And, I mean, okay, they're only javelin men, but they could probably help out. In fact, I'd rather have the peasants over in this region. So run across all your friends firing missiles. Right, you're taking a few friendly fire losses. Cretans. Why is that happening? From who? Maybe you're not. I don't know. Alright. The Cretans taking loads of losses. They're obviously targeting the Cretans with their missiles. If that happens, that happens. It's a shame, but you know that's what we've got them there for. So peasants, just run across here. I want you to come support the hoplites over here. Speed up a little bit though. The Cretans are almost nearly down. Flipping hell, nothing we can do. The Numidians have got some pretty decent missile troops. It's a shame though. They're literally about to completely go down. One of my favourite units of mercenaries. Okay, all three gates are down. Yep, this is going to be the tough one to defend. Oh, they've already routed. Good start. It's because they're javelin men. That's not what their job is. Right, oh, but this has not gone well. What's happened over here? Falksmen. Oh, maybe putting them underneath the fence that was about to fall on them was a bad idea. Either way, get on them. Obviously fire on the desert infantry. You are spearmen. I don't really want them to fight spearmen. So just back off slightly. You obviously target the spearmen. Falksmen should be able to do a good job though over there. I hope. Cretan archers are struggling though. Ah, they routed. They both routed. Good. Okay, in which case actually no, don't get the cavalry over there. Oh yeah, mass rout over there. We've got this now. We've absolutely got this. In fact, we can start. Right, you support over here. We can probably start chasing them. Chase those geezers down. You know, just start. We might as well get as many kills as possible. You're not going to be able to catch anyone up. You start chasing the furthest away people. You start chasing the furthest away people. You know, I mean, we could actually get a decent amount of kills on them here. They're all going to start routing in a second, I hope. Otherwise, because I am just pouring all my troops out. These hoplites can come over here. Okay, those guys recovered. Actually, yeah, they're all routing. Come over here. We can sort of blockade them. Actually, get them stuck in the gate. Ah, no, they all came out. Alright, fair enough. Okay, a couple of them are recovered. Oh dear, didn't really account for this. Got a bit ahead of myself. Who are you? You're just javelin men. So all of you just get on the javelin men, they'll go down in seconds. Who are you? You're desert infantry. Well, slightly annoying, you recovered. Alright, get on them. Actually, no, just get on them with your various forms of attack. And yeah, the missile troops can now skirmish. You are now allowed to skirmish. Yeah, I did get a little bit overconfident here. Because actually some of the troops recovered pretty quickly. Yeah, but they still routed really quickly. Just get on those guys. They're missile cavalry, they won't be able to do a lot. You guys come support over here. We've taken more loss than we had to because I was basically a little bit cocky. But there we go. Come over here and support. Yeah, we've taken too many losses and it's my own fault. Right, they've routed. Do you really want to have that fight? Missile cavalry against heavy cavalry? Don't think you do. I mean, yeah, we've taken way too many losses. Like, the Thracians didn't have to die. It's my own fault. It's absolutely my own fault. I'm not going to pretend it was anything other than that. Right, who are you? Really? I mean, if this was me, they would have all routed straight away. They wouldn't have recovered. Literally, they're fighting to the bitter end, pretty much. Right, they're all routing. Yeah. All of you on the missile cavalry, get them routing. We've won it. Yes, missile cavalry. No way. Missile cavalry killed our general. I'm so done. I'm so done. Oh dear. Missile cavalry killed our general. And then a couple of units routed. My goodness. I mean, I'll admit, we lost way too many men because I basically got impatient. How is that missile cavalry still alive? They're defeating hoplites. End of battle. Well, I mean, I tried to rush that battle. It didn't work out well. That's my own fault. I'll learn from it. I won't do it again. But the important thing is Lepcis Magna still ours. And again, our Numidian army's coming over. Right, who are you? Right, please just defeat these rebels. I haven't got the time for this. Good. Alright, this is probably where we're going to end the episode. We'll get everyone in place for next time. But yeah, yeah, we lost too many men, but there we go. Oh, this is way too complicated to have a look at. Is it anything related to me? No, so I don't really care. Lepcis Magna. Yeah. Repair the walls is probably a priority now. Repair the walls. Retrain the peasants. Merge some of the units together. Like the hoplites. Okay, 4 hoplites now is pretty useless. But yeah. Let's get some peasants in. Get the walls back up. And then yeah, port. I don't know. Farming market roads. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Alright, well, Lepcis Magna I'm not too worried about now. You've moved away from Thapsus, which is fine by me. Carthage really isn't happy. So let's get a unit over from Thapsus because they're really starting to get annoyed now. They're still unhappy. Carthage, please just be reasonable. They've destroyed quite a few of their treasured possessions. I mean, stupid people, right? Okay, now they're suddenly happy for some reason, so fine. Or happy enough. Lily Biome, we should be able to take now. We won't do that now, I don't think, unless it's really easy. No, actually it isn't that easy, so yeah, we'll do that next time. I won't auto-resolve it. But that we can do. Caralis. What is actually on Caralis? 3 decent troops. So unless we can get some decent mercenaries... I mean, 2... We have a unit of heavy cavalry, a unit of auxilia, and a unit of hastati. Hard to take down. No, let's just wait for Caralis. Let's be patient. Let's just head over to Sicily. I think this is exactly what happened last episode. I went over to Caralis, was like, nope, and then went back over, but whatever. Parthians, we're going to head towards them. They're going to regret having that big army. 3 vulnerable generals, though. Right, some of these guys, actually, no, we'll have them all travel over there. It's fine. Right, spy, get out the way. Get out the way, for goodness sake. You go over there. Some rebels are near Parthia, but I haven't got a problem with the rebels. Yeah, you go over. That's fine. Alright, I think that is definitely going to be the end of the episode. You can just head up there as well, just to garrison. They're not actually going to fight. That's going to be the end of the episode. I'm slightly concerned with the Armenians. And by slightly concerned, I mean really concerned, to be honest. To some extent. Yeah, because the Armenians are looking pretty strong. I mean, that's a decent little force they've just magically come up with. And it means Mazakar and stuff's quite vulnerable. The land that's been pretty much done nothing for ages is now starting to have a little bit of trouble. So we need to start taking the Armenians down. I mean, they've already started getting cataphracts. It's scary, but I'll worry about it next time. We've got 200,000 Denarii. That's the good thing, I suppose. So next time, Lily Biome will pretty much be ours. Hopefully with another Scipii assessment as well. That would be good. Parthia is about to be taken out of the Middle East. And the Armenians are going to attack. So we need to work this out. You guys are going to just quickly head over to Cadonia. Come on. See if there's any mercenaries. Nope, no mercenaries. Fine. So you carry on heading towards Sicily, please. Over in this direction. And yeah, they're going to attack Sicily from the other side. It's over there. Yeah, that'll be all next time. So thank you very much for watching. It's been quite a long episode, I think. I don't know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you all around.